It was a testy second day of testimony for the man accused of killing Cash App founder Bob Lee. Prosecutors grilled Nima Momeni on what happened the night of the killing and how he acted in the days and weeks afterward. Momeni argues Lee attacked him over what he called a bad joke. Our Lauren Tom spent the day in the courtroom, and she joins us now. Jurors actually watched some heated exchanges as well, right, Lauren?
Yeah, that's right, Juliet. And today's testimony really centered around Nima Momeni's actions immediately after Bob Lee's death, as Momeni contacted several criminal defense attorneys, prosecutors in this case, trying to use Momeni's actions against him.
What you have seen is Nima be aggressive on the stand. You've seen him just try and take control of this room, like his arrogance and his entitlement are on full display here.
A tense day of cross-examination between prosecutors and Nima Momeni, who maintained the altercation with Bob Lee was over a bad joke made by Momeni. Prosecutors pressing Momeni about why Lee would have reacted with such anger, willing to stab another person when Momeni testified his exchanges with Bob at that point had been nothing but positive. Lee's family insisting Momeni's story is uncharacteristic of Lee.
Right? It's really, it's crazy, right? Nothing lines up, and it's all, and and knowing Bob and knowing his personality, it's so far outside of his character that it just doesn't, it's not something that could ever exist in reality.
Prosecutors zeroing in on Momeni's actions after the stabbing. In a line of questioning, prosecutor Omid Talai asked Nima why he contacted criminal defense attorneys if he didn't believe he killed or even wounded Lee. Momeni said it was to protect himself. Prosecutors also returning to texts sent by Nima to his sister about pursuing a rape case against Bob days after he was already dead. That after Momeni said he was sad and heartbroken to learn of Bob's passing. Momeni's sister texting around the same time, quote, "Bob never touched me. No one did."
So it doesn't necessarily seem reasonable to a juror that he would be pursuing a rape case against somebody who had died, and Nima Momeni was sad that this person died. So it's something that can't be explained necessarily in a way that makes sense, and it may cause them to doubt other parts of Nima Momeni's testimony.
During his testimony, Nima also repeated that he felt the SFPD lied and mischaracterized him and other evidence. When questioned about exactly what he feels is inaccurate, Momeni unable to produce a clear answer. Now, court has recessed for the week, giving jurors plenty to think about over the weekend. But in this case, Juliet, jurors actually get to ask witnesses their own questions. They'll write down their questions on a piece of paper. The judge will then take those questions behind closed doors to discuss them with attorneys. The questions they deem appropriate to be asked inside the courtroom, the judge will then ask the witness, including Momeni, those questions herself. When we return on Monday, we will get to hear the answers of those questions, as well as continued questioning by both the prosecution and the defense.
Yeah, I do find that fascinating what the jury has as questions and how they'll answer it. So we'll stay tuned, and thank you so much for your reporting, Lauren. Stay with us for the very latest on this trial. You can find our full coverage on our website, KPIX.com.